Hi there, it's January 6th and time for Proverbs 6. Let's jump over there. A lot of this is highlighted from last time, mostly to separate it. Okay. Practical warnings. Okay. Now this right here, put up security for your neighbor. If there's like three things that he talks about more than anything else, Solomon, that is warnings against adultery, warnings against laziness, and put up security for your neighbor. We call it co-signing today, okay? It gets you nothing but somebody else's debt, right? And he talks about this a lot. Okay, let's begin. My son, if you have put up security for your neighbor, have given your pledge for a stranger, if you are snared in the words of your mouth, caught in the words of your mouth, then do this, my son, save yourself, for you have come into the hand of your neighbor. Go hasten and plead urgently with your neighbor. Give your eyes no sleep, or your eyelids no slumber. Save yourself like a gazelle from the hand of a hunter, like a bird from the hand of the fowler. Yes, you're very much against co-signing for other people's loans, because you know your friend or neighbor or son or whatever that you're co-signing for, but you don't know the lender. Okay? You are putting yourself under the control of a total stranger. Not a good idea. Okay, 6, 7, and 8, they go together. So, about laziness, go to the ant, O sluggard, consider her ways and be wise. Without having any chief, office, or ruler, she prepares bread in summer and gathers her food in harvest. Right? Ants are always busy, aren't they? And they don't have a government. How long will you lie there, O sluggard? When will you arise from your sleep? A little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come upon you like a robber, and want like an armed man. Right? He likes that saying too. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands. He says it a lot. Right? Laziness. Okay, crooked people. Right? A worthless person, a wicked man, goes about with crooked speech, winks his eyes, signals with his feet, points with his finger. With perverted heart devises evil, continually sowing discord. Therefore calamity will come upon him suddenly. In a moment he will be broken beyond healing. Right? These guys are thieves, okay? They're thieves taking advantage of people. Happens all the time. Yeah. The stereotype of America was the used car salesman of the old days, okay? Now, they've since put laws in place. So you're not allowed to sell cars on a lot that are falling apart. You can't lie about them, but they used to, okay? You used to lie. Two salesmen would get together and lie and wink their eyes and signal to their buddy that they were going to take advantage of somebody. Right? Trying to warn you about these kind of people. There are 6 things and 7 things, right? There are 6 things the Lord hates, 7 that are an abomination to him. 7, an abomination. These are important, okay? Haughty eyes, right? Pride, looking down on people, an abomination to the Lord. A lying tongue, right? Hands that shed innocent blood. A heart that devises wicked plans. Feet that make haste to run to evil. That's those people, right? Somebody loots a store and everybody wants to run in and get in on it. Feet that make haste to run to evil. A false witness who breathes out lies. Well, that's in a court situation. Lots of those, huh? They're usually paid by somebody else. And the biggest one who sows discord among brothers or brethren. Him that raiseth up contentions against brethren or brothers in the church, say, or neighbors or friends. This is gossip, okay? Sowing discord, that is gossip. Spreading rumors that you have no authority to spread. Right? God, an abomination to the Lord. God hates gossip. Right? It happens in church even. It's terrible. That's what among brothers is, right? Let's stop that. Okay, warnings against adultery. Again, see, I told you. My son, keep your father's commandment and forsake not your mother's teaching. Bind them on your heart always and tie them around your neck. When you walk, they will lead you. When you lie down, they will watch over you. And when you awake, they will talk with you. Right? Again, telling his kids to listen to him. Telling you to listen to him. At the beginning of every chapter so far, he said, listen to me. For the commandment, or instructions, is a lamp, and the teaching a light, and the reproofs of discipline are the way of life. Right? To preserve you from the evil woman with the smooth tongue of the adulteress, do not desire her beauty in your heart. Right? He already did this in another chapter, and now he's reiterating it. Do not let her capture her with her eyelashes. Whatever it says, eyelashes over there. Eyelids. For the price of a prostitute is only a loaf of bread, but a married woman hunts down a precious life. A married woman hunts down a precious life. A man's wife. Right. Can a man carry fire next to his chest and his clothes not be burned? Or can one walk on hot coals and his feet not be scorched? So is he who goes to his neighbor's wife. Adultery. Okay, we're not talking fornication. We're talking adultery. That's with somebody else's wife or husband. Okay? So he goes into his neighbor's wife. None who touches her will go unpunished. People, do not despise a thief if he steals to satisfy his appetite when he's hungry. But if he is caught, he will repay sevenfold. He will give all the goods of his house. He who commits adultery lacks sense. He who does it destroys himself. He will get wounds and dishonor and disgrace will not be wiped away. This is in yellow. For jealousy makes a man furious, and he will not spare when he takes revenge. He will accept no compensation. He will refuse though you multiply gifts. Okay. Jealousy is the anger and hurt that is caused by the betrayal of somebody you loved or trusted. Okay. That kind of betrayal cannot be satisfied. Okay, I'll give you money, I'll buy you a new car. That won't satisfy the fact that you were betrayed by the one that you loved. Okay, we'll accept no compensation. Okay, so there you go. That's Proverbs 6. Starting to get into some Proverbs now, huh? Like I said, I did the colors more to separate them. Okay. Into subjects more than anything else. This is about co-signing, okay? We talked about co-signing and the dangers thereof. Once you co-sign a loan for somebody, that person doesn't have to worry if he doesn't pay the bills because you'll be forced to pay them. His lender will come after you, and he won't get in any trouble. It's not a good idea to put yourself under somebody's control like that. Solomon thinks it's a really, really bad idea. He talks about it over and over again. About laziness. Look at the ants, right? How many times have you gone to rest and woken up and find the ants have been busy all night in your kitchen, right? As they do. Laziness. How long will you lie there, O sluggard? Right? When will you arise from your sleep? And he said this a lot. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come upon you like a robber and want like an armed man. That's probably in the book of Proverbs at least 5 times, maybe more. I haven't counted, but. And thieves, crooked schemers, right? A worthless person, a wicked man goes about with crooked speech, winks his eyes, and signals with his feet. Right? Scrapes, taps their toes. Right? When 2 people want to take advantage of somebody, they will have signals. They wink their eyes, certain taps of their feet, right? Or hand signals that they're taking advantage of somebody. Right? Goes on a lot more than you think. Right? Now they can do it on the internet, right? And just this is magic. It works, guaranteed. Look at all these reviews that we made up. Right? Happens. 7 things that are an abomination to the Lord. These are important things you should take to heart, right? Haughty eyes. That's looking down on somebody, okay? You should be kind to everybody and don't look down on anybody, no matter their situation. A lying tongue. Nobody likes a liar, right? Hands that shed innocent blood. You don't go on. Think about these wars. The people that start these wars and send other people's kids to go and get killed in these wars. Hands that shed innocent blood, right? The Lord hates that. A wicked heart, a heart that devises wicked plans. You could probably think of 2 or 3 people that have gotten famous doing just this, right? Feet that make haste to run to evil, right? Somebody always running to jump onto evil. I think of these concerts where they're glorifying Satan while singing music, right? And the stage is red and there's flames and they're all wearing devil horns. And thousands of people are making haste to run to those concerts. I don't understand it, right? That is an abomination to the Lord. A false witness who breathes out lies. False witness. Okay, they're talking about a court situation. Okay. Now there are false witnesses, okay? Some person that nobody knows will pay somebody to say something that is not true to try and get an innocent person in trouble for something he didn't do, right? Happens all the time. You can think of some very famous cases where you know that happened, right? And sometimes even the judge can be a false witness, right? And the most important, one who sows discord among brothers, a gossip, okay? If somebody comes up to you, especially in church, and says, "Did you hear what so-and-so did?" Stop them right there. No, I will not be a part of that. Okay, I will not be a part of sowing discord among my brethren and listening to gossip. Okay? It starts with one person who's hurting, goes to a friend that he trusts and says, "Can you pray for me? I'm having trouble in this area." "Certainly I'll pray for you. Please keep this to yourself. Don't tell anybody." "Well, I'll tell Bob," and he'll go later and say, "Well, I'll tell Bob. He'll help me pray for him," right? Bob doesn't know that this person asked you not to tell another soul about this, okay? So Bob's going to tell somebody, and they're going to tell somebody. Pretty soon the whole church knows about it. Then you have this huge division, and that one person had a friend that will never be his friend again, sowing discord among brothers. It needs to stop, okay? This is one of my favorite soapboxes to climb on. Gossip needs to stop. They've made it a multi-billion-dollar industry in the media now, right? Gossip columnists and look what so-and-so did and so-and-so did. It has nothing to do with you, okay? If it has nothing to do with you, don't listen to it, right? If they're talking about your representatives and your politicians, yes, you have every right to be in that business because they're supposed to be representing you personally. But if it's something that has nothing to do with you, don't spread that around, okay? That's gossip. So, something to think about. Okay, and jealousy, right? Adultery. Now, adultery specifically is going and sleeping with another person's spouse, okay? Can be male or female. Right? He will get wounds and dishonor, and his disgrace will not be wiped away, right? Sleep with another person's spouse, you are marked forever, and it will not go away. It's because they know what you're capable of, right? Or jealousy makes a man or even a woman furious, and he will not spare when he takes revenge. Okay? He will accept no compensation. He will refuse, though you multiply gifts, right? If you get caught, "I'll give you $1,000. I'll buy you a new car." That's not going to take away his jealousy and anger because he has been betrayed. All right. So there you go. That's Proverbs 6. Lots of good stuff in there. We're getting into the meat of the Proverbs now, right? So take that stuff to heart, right? Stay tuned later today. We are through the New Testament in 1 year. We are reading the second half of the Sermon on the Mount, Jesus, the best sermon ever preached, right? In Matthew 5. So stay tuned for that this afternoon. So tomorrow we'll do it again. See you then.